Good afternoon, my beautiful people. Yeah, I always laugh at myself. But anyways, y'all, I wanted to come on here and break down how you can make $500 to $1,000 a week trading this strategy without them funky day trading charts and indicators and being glued to your screen and being stressed out and got to cross your fingers and your toes and hope that you about to make a profit. We ain't got time. Okay, so come on in. I just want you to know that you can make an income through the stock market without charts. Why? Because I've done it over and over again since February of 2020. Let me introduce myself before we get started. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Paris Smith, and I was able to retire myself from the 9 to 5 at 24 years old. I was able to do this through trading in the stock market. It's a strategy that a lot of people don't know about. It's very unique. It's so cool. I only trade one time a week, just once a week. Most of the time is on a Monday. And my profits that I make is consistent and it's reliable. So I trade the same stocks, and just by me trading the same stocks, I make the same every single week. So I'm gonna dive into the strategy and how it works. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll show you how it works. And also another thing too, it takes me about like 30 seconds to submit the trade because you just press the same buttons. Every week you trade, you press the same buttons and you click submit. Now, if you're new to this, it might take you about a cool 3 minutes, maybe a little less than 3 minutes, okay? But in my case, I mean, it's done in like 30 seconds because I've been doing this for so long. And so if you're someone that wants to learn this strategy, make an income, let's say alongside your 9 to 5 or whatever, I have a free training coming up. The link is in the description where you'll know the date and the time of my next free training. It's a free masterclass, so come learn how to trade. I dive deeper into how I left my 9 to 5 at 24, step by step on the strategy, and you could literally pick it up and run with it if you want to. So that is coming up. The link is in the description. Make sure you secure your seat and show up on time, okay? Because there's a number. Once we hit that number, we cannot let anybody else into the room, okay? So just make sure you are at least 15 minutes early. Okay. But anyway, so if you're like someone that, you want to learn, you want to earn like an additional income outside of your 9 to 5, you want to earn additional income to pay off your debts. That's what I did initially. If you want income from the stock market to fire your boss too, like I did, whatever it is that you want to do, I want you to know that you are in the right place, okay? Now, this video is going to be part education, part strategy, and I'm gonna break down like the mindset shift. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, okay? We're gonna get into it. Now, I'm gonna talk about the myths, like a little bit, like the misconceptions. Actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down the difference between day trading and the difference between the strategy that I trade, just so you can have like, you can compare it. So day trading, y'all know day trading is time consuming. Now, if this is your bag, look, shout out to you, okay? Shout out to you. But it ain't my bag. It is too time consuming. I don't have time to be looking at no charts all day, looking at indicators, marking charts, trying to figure out what the heck I'm looking at, what's going on. I ain't got time. Then you trying to get in the trade, and then you got to look at the chart to get out the trade. And if you mess up, you might mess up everything. You might even lose your money that you invested. Or you might make a nickel. I ain't got time. Now, what I trade, the strategy that I trade, once a week, submit the trade, and that's it. Make our income the same day. So I call it money making Monday. So I submit the trade, and then that's it. I don't have to log in. I don't have to check on it. I don't have to sell it. I just let the trade do what it needs to do. Maybe on a Friday I'll like take a peek because it's expiring or whatever. But other than that, if I don't want to sign in on Friday, I ain't got to sign in on Friday. I trade on Monday. I make my money the same day. I let the trade do what it do, and I come back on Monday and I trade again. Now, those are the difference, okay? Now, number 2, the emotional exhaustion. Now, y'all know day trading, you be on a roller coaster, okay? You on a high because you made money. Now you're on a low because you didn't blew your whole account. And then you're on a high again because you got a couple wins, a couple trading wins, and then you get another bad trade, and you're down again. It's like you get a little emotionally exhausted with day trading. Okay, and what other types of, trading where you need charts and stuff. But on the good side, okay, let me tell you about the good side. This is the good side over here. We don't get emotionally exhausted, okay? If anything, we feeling real good because it's a Monday morning and we about to clock into our 9 to 5, but we chilling because we already just made us some money, and we just waiting for that bag to keep compiling, keep compounding, so we can eventually, up and leave this jump. This 9 to 5. Y'all looking angry every morning at your 9 to 5. Well, your coworkers looking mad and grumpy and angry on a Monday morning. But you excited. Why? Because you got that money in your back pocket. You got trading in your back pocket in case your boss want to act crazy. In case your boss want to talk crazy to you. You ain't tripping. You chilling. Huh? Oh, you paying down your debts. Oh, you got a master plan. Oh, you trading in the background, and you also building your business in the background so you can lead that joint. Okay, let me continue. And number three, y'all know how risky it is day trading. Now, day trading, you literally gotta like cross your fingers and toes if you're not trained. Now, if you've been day trading for some time and you're really successful, that is absolutely amazing. But it takes a lot of time to really master the art of day trading. And so when you're a beginner, it's really, really risky. But when you're a beginner on this side, trading this strategy, you're going to feel like this joint is too good to be true. Because a couple weeks ago, you ain't know nothing about the stock market or how to trade, but you come on this side and learn. You like, yo, this too easy. Why am I saying this? Because I had a severe learning disability, and if I can learn how to trade and retire at 24 years old and never have to look back at my 9 to 5, then you can do it too. I just want you to know that you don't have to be no chart expert to build income. You don't have to be a chart expert to build weekly income, okay? So let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? I'm just rambling a little too much, but I had to, get a little context. Now, this is what you need to do instead of all of that. You need simplicity, you need strategy, and you need mindset, okay? I'm going to break it down. So with the simplicity, you need a strategy on how to pick solid stocks, okay? You need a strategy on how to pick stable stocks. See, what they trade the risky stuff that's up, down, sometimes the stocks are okay, but most of the time it's a wild ride. It's volatile. We up, down, it's just left, right. We doing a cha-cha slide. Now, on this side, if you pick a stock that has really strong fundamentals, strong revenue, stocks, I'm going to just throw out some stocks. You got the stocks that's in the Magnificent Seven. When you have some time, search those stocks up. just do a little research and see how solid they are, like the fundamentals and stuff. Like, you stick with those stocks that are just so strong and stable. We want, if Uncle Donnie talk crazy or tweet crazy in the market crash, we want our solid stocks to come back up once the market recovers. We don't want the risky stocks where Uncle Donnie talk crazy in the market crash and then that's it. That's not what we want. And you gotta cross your fingers in hopes that the jump come back up. We don't want that. So simplicity in finding stable stocks. Okay, this is one of the most important steps into trading this strategy. For the strategy to be completely, I would say, like, doable or successful or whatever, this is number one. Okay, and finding solid shares. Now, number two is strategy. You need to have a proven system that works in any market condition. Yes, you can day trade in any market condition. Market going down, you put a put. Market going up, you put a call. Now, if the market's sideways, you can't really day trade like that, because it got to be mass movement. But let me tell you about on this side, okay? On this side, you can trade this strategy in any market conditions. Market going up, we gonna trade it. Market going down, it's cool, we gonna trade it. Market stay the same and it's boring, joint not moving, boring stock. That's what I like, okay? I love them boring stocks. We gonna trade it. So we just came out of a little, situation in the market, okay? With Uncle Donnie this year, and we got the tariffs talks and we just got a lot going on, okay? A lot going on. And if you look at the stock market right now, we up. And that's all we did, was we continued to trade and 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 collect and collect. Because we're not buying stocks at the options, we're buying the actual stock. I'm going to get into that part too, though. Now, that's important. Strategy, figuring out a strategy that you can trade in any market condition is key. If the market going down, we can still get paid. Our bills are still getting paid. The market going up, our bills are still getting paid. The market stay the same, it's quiet, nothing going on, we still getting paid. Now that's important, and that's what we can do with this strategy. And number three is the mindset, okay? Now, this is probably the most important. Because mindset, you can't really teach that. That's just something between you and the Lord. Okay, I can't really help you with that. But it's all about being patient and having consistency over the hype and over gambling. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you the strategy and everything that I use, the strategy that I trade and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna break it down. So it's called cover call trading. Write that down. Cover call trading. And so I'm going to explain it in a simple way. John bought 100 stocks of Disney, okay? And because John purchased 100 stock of Disney, he now has the opportunity to trade against the stocks he already owned. That makes a predictable, consistent, and reliable income. All he doing is holding. He holding the shares already. He might as well hold it, collect a little money up front, and let that thing ride. Once it expires, he do it again. You could do it weekly, you could do it bi-weekly, you could do it monthly. That's it. That is the strategy. It's really, really simple. Like, it's so basic, it's so simple. All you're doing is owning shares and trading a contract to make an income against the shares that you own. That's it. And so it's really, really great for those who are working, because on a Monday or Friday, whenever you decide to trade, you sit there, look, tell your boss, and then you gotta go to the bathroom real quick. This is what I want you to do. Pull out your phone, go ahead and make that trade real quick. Go on back to work. You're on your lunch break. All you need, take a couple minutes out of your lunch break, grab your phone, a little iPad, something. Log it to your broker, make the trade, go back to work. So if you're like, if you're working 9 to 5, this is perfect for my beginners. If you don't know nothing about the stock market, I've been there. I didn't know nothing about the stock market. I didn't even know that the whole stock market exists when I learned this strategy. I just knew I had to get the heck up out my 9 to 5. That's all I knew. And so I was willing to learn. I was willing to do the work to figure it out so that I can save myself. Okay? Because I was on death's door. Juvenile type 1 diabetes, if I didn't already say that. I don't know. I can't remember if I did mention it or not. So, also, 9 to 5ers said that those of you who are beginners and those of you who just want to learn how to trade, this strategy is for you. It is absolutely simple. So let's dive a little deeper, okay? So how do you actually earn money? So each stock in the stock market, like each company in the market, they have, like, if you look at an option chain, they have like these numbers in the option chain. It's called a premium. And so the premium tells you how much you're making. Like, you don't even got to submit the trade. You don't got to do none of that. You can literally look before you submit a cover call. You can literally look and see how much are you going to make by making this trade. And so whatever it says, you can do it every single week, every single month, however you want to do the trade, bi-weekly, however you want to make the trade, and just see if the premium is consistent. Whatever the premium is, that's how much you're making. Okay? And so before you even trade, it tells you how much you're making. And so you make the call or whatever, do the trade, and you make your money up front. And so we're just making premium from the shares that we purchase. It's really simple. It's really, really simple. That's really all it is. So if John sees, let's say, John sees Apple, right? John purchased 100 shares of Apple. John sees that Apple is trading at $2.50. That's how much we make it. But John only got one contract because he got 100 shares. And so he making $250. Now I want you to do the math. How many more contracts do you need to make 500 a week? Great job. You need 2 contracts. So all you got to do is keep either reinvesting your profits or keep contributing to your account to purchase more shares. Now there's other things I break down in the free training actually. I'm not going to break it down here, but I break it down in free training. All the ways that you could fund your account and all that good stuff. Now I started my account $5,500. That was my start, and no, I did not have the money. I was living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck with 2 full-time jobs. I had to get a 3rd job to fund my trading account. Yeah, I worked at a restaurant. Whew. Them days, boy. And so I used my check from the restaurant and fund my trading account, $5,500, and I let it rip, boy. 6 months from that day, I was making 6 figures in annual income from the stock market. Then I left my job. I started trading February 2020, left my job July 2nd, 2021. Yeah, I had a whole plan, a whole blueprint. You hear me? I wasn't playing those games. And so, you need 2 contracts. That's the goal. If you map the whole thing out and you have an income goal, if you say you want to make $500 a week, $500 a week is $2,000 a month. If you need that to pay your rent bill or your mortgage or whatever the heck you got to pay, just create the daggone plan. What the Lord said, He said, write it down and make it plain. And you can do exactly just that with this strategy. So now, I feel like I want to give y'all a tip, because I talked about looking for fundamentally strong stocks and stuff. I mean, if you have a broker account right now, that would be great to do research on stocks. But don't even worry about that. Use free platforms like Yahoo Finance is a really good one, where you can like browse stocks, browse their revenue, browse, you know, different things like their option chain, stuff like that. I will start there. Yahoo Finance, start there and just browse and make sure you know how to screen for the good stocks and stuff. I'll do that. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. I would recommend that. That's what I would recommend. And then here's the thing. Before I close this video, here's the thing. Now, I want you to put in your mind, if you say, okay, I want to make $500 a week, or even if it's $250 a week. I don't know what your goals are, but I want you to think about what this weekly income could do for your lifestyle. Like, will it replace a bill? Like, what bill will it be? Because you can map it out. What bill will your trading, the strategy, what will it replace? Will it be your phone bill? Would it be your mortgage or your rent? Would it be your car bill and car insurance bill? Like, what bill do you want it to replace? We're going to start there. Or maybe you wanted to fund a vacation. Maybe you never went out the country and you're like, I want to go out the country, and you want your trading to fund going out the country or whatever, right? Or maybe you just need to start and you like, I'm about to start my freedom plan, okay? I'm getting the heck up out my 9 to 5. Or maybe you want this freedom plan to start your business so you can have more time in your day and live the life on your own terms. Live the life that you deserve instead of being like a slave that's stuck at your 9 to 5. Whatever you want it, I want you to write it down. And I want you to put in the comments. I want you to write down the amount. And I want you to write down what bill it's replacing. If it's a bill, I want you to write down whether it's a vacation or freedom plan. Whatever it is, I want you to put it in the comments. That's what I want you to do. And we'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Bring it to the training. Bring it to the free masterclass that's coming up. But we'll talk about it. And the link is in the description. The date and the time will be there as well, so that you don't have to, you know, ask like, what's the day and the time? All the information is there. Think about what I just told you. That's your homework, okay? That's your homework from this video. And your second homework step is to put it in the comments too, once you figure it out. And I'm gonna be in there, okay? I'm in there and I'm looking. But anyways, but yeah, come to the free masterclass. Can't wait to see you there and all that good stuff. And I'll be back. I'll be back on here. I'll be back. I'm gonna upload a vlog on Sunday. All right, y'all have a good day. I'm about to go work out. Get these steps in, because I can't be a big back my whole life. All right, bye, y'all. Bye.